You're a Shaky Little Camera, Amber. This is one of the best songs I've written and one of my favorites. Writing this was very effortless, automatic, and very natural. The whole concept of this song is about driving. I had a camera stand in my car and every time I drove, it just shakes around. One day when I was coming home from work, I was just singing in my car. Singing random things and just getting melody ideas. Then at one point after turning, I just said, "You're a shaky little camera, Amber," out of nowhere, and that demo is still on YouTube. At that point, it was like 5 or 6 p.m. and then the sun was setting. It looked very beautiful and then I just loved driving. The feeling of driving fast, the wind in your hair, the windows down, looking at the beautiful setting sky. Then for this song, I just randomly decided to rhyme everything with Amber, Alexander, Cancer, Dancer. Then in the verses, there are a lot of song references and stuff on driving as well. I have a little memory of just changing the lyrics and changing the form a bit. But the melody, it's so smart and so clever and I don't even remember doing it. It feels like so automatic. I think it was subconsciously influenced by What's My Age Again. Because when Rick Beato broke down that song, he said the melody was like da 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 na 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 da na 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 da 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 da. There's like a question and answer, tension and resolve. For this one, I wasn't thinking about that, but I don't know if I watched that video at that point, but this melody is da 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 da. Like it goes somewhat the same direction also. But most of the time I was just doing it by feel and by ear and fitting the melody with the lyrics. At that point, I had a lot of songs that didn't have an intro, it just started the chorus. So for this song, I had an intro idea that I eventually used in my other song, Time to Grow Up, which is basically just repeating the line, "You're a shaky little, you're a shaky little, you're a shaky little camera, Amber." Then the beat starts. Because I felt very unoriginal, I don't have an intro, and then like Sweet Child of Mine has such a great intro like Smoke on the Water. I'm sure I can come up with something. The idea I mentioned was still good, it will still work. But then I felt like the hook in this song is so powerful. I don't want to waste any moment of it. I want it to be the first thing people hear. So even though I really wanted an intro, something different, this song was just too powerful and it was a really good decision. The actual Amber references 3 real-life people. One is a celebrity and 2 of them are somewhat related. And they're all very charming and attractive.
You're a shaky little camera, Amber. You're an angel, you're a schoolboy disaster.
So this line is basically, Amber is hot, she's a schoolboy disaster. She's every young guy's schoolboy's dream. And you cream your pants because of the hotness.
I'm your Libra while you're my Cancer. You rule my world like Alexander.
So this is just a rhyme, and you rule my world like Alexander references Alexander the Great ruling and conquering worlds.
You're my drop-off point, my one-track lullaby.
Drop-off point, you know, when you take a Grab or Uber. One-track lullaby, it's just a random lyric.
You're the sun in my eyes, my red light.
The sun in my eyes references when I was making that turn and then the sun was in the sky when I made the demo. It was very, very beautiful and inspiring. And the red light just means, you know, a traffic stop, the red light.
You're driving round in my mind at 100 miles. You're a speed bump, never go out of style.
Yeah, more random lyrics and rhymes. I was like, some things don't rhyme and doesn't make sense like speed bump, but it actually works very well. And feels very natural and fitting.
When you shift to gear 5 and the seats just right, my baby speeding up like a test drive.
Yeah, and more things about driving, and then this references the Joji song Test Drive.
When I see you in the sky, you make me feel alright.
This also references when I was looking at the sky. It was in that moment I was looking ahead, the sun was back there, it was setting, the sun was on my skin. I just wanted to include that feeling in the song. I didn't really have any idea, also based on feel. Then I was thinking like, is this supposed to be the chorus? But no, it doesn't have Camera Amber in it, so it must be the bridge. Then I didn't really have any plans or ideas, then I just, you know, alright, going down one step.
When I see you here tonight, why can't you be mine? All mine.
So of course the second one just rhymes with the first one.
You're a shaky little camera, Amber. Rock that body like a schoolboy anthem. On the floor she'll be crawling like a panther. The way you groove to moves like dagger.
So there are a lot of song references here and it's just for the rhyme.
You're a shaky little camera, Amber. The way you shake it like my tiny private dancer. shaky little camera amber.
This one I was kinda like out of ideas, and I didn't really like the Fender Telecaster lyric because it was too generic, and because I knew there's a main skin song, I think it's I Wanna Be Your Slave, they also have a Telecaster rhyme in there, so it feels like kind of unoriginal. But then I'm like, who cares? And you can tell in the Fender Telecaster part, it also sounds a bit weird.
Fender Telecaster.
It's because one of the take I sang it correctly and another one I unintentionally and accidentally sang the wrong pitch. At first it was mildly infuriating, but it felt like too little of an issue to go and fix. So I'll just tell people, oh, I was doing harmonies there. So then the bridge just repeats, but there's one part I want to talk about.
All mine.
The lyric here was supposed to be all mine, but one of the takes I said all nine. And meshed up together it just sounds like that, so that's why that part is a little bit weird. Mine and nine saying at the same time. So yeah, it's just a happy little accident that I didn't bother changing. At least in that part it sounds a little bit different.
Every night, all mine.
And the ending for this bridge is also smart. I also did it out of feeling. Normally I play the chord for 4 counts, but this one when it finally ends I'll just play for 2 counts. And it's just a very good and natural transition.
You're a shaky little camera amber. You're a shaky little camera amber. You're a shaky little camera amber. You're a shaky little camera amber.
And of course the outro just repeating that line, the hook. So this song is very, very simple. But despite that, everything about it just feels so special and magical. When I wrote this song, I didn't really have anything in mind or where I wanted to go and take it. It was just driving and then that feeling looking at the sun. There was no like intentions or motives. I just feel like I wanted to write a song, you know? So that was Vyper Syren, Camera Amber.